Welcome back, guys. Now we will discuss the properties of signal. The first property is the system which has the memory and the system without memory. So, the system which has the memory is called dynamic system, and the system which has don't have the memory, or we can say the system with no memory, memoryless system, is called static system. A system is a system is said to be memoryless if its output for the each value of the independent variable is depends only on the at that same time. Okay. Example of memoryless system in एक register and example of system with memory is capacitor. In this example we can see that if we put in the equation is 0, the output all depend on the value of input at the same time value. Okay, and here is you can see this system is memoryless, and this is the example of dynamic memory system with memory. Here you can see that x depend on the value of k, and k is vary from minus infinity to plus infinity, or and okay, k is vary from minus infinity to and. So it has the previous value. It depend y and depend on the previous value of input. So this system is with memory, and you can also give consider you can also see that the element which has the which store the energy, that is called dynamic system. So example is capacitor. Capacitor store the energy, so it is an example of dynamic system or system with memory. And you can see one example, y equal to 2 plus sin t xt. It is memoryless system. Y output is only depend on the current value of xt. Okay, current value of input. Second property is invertibility. A system is invertible. A system is invertible if by observing its output we can get output. So y t is equal to 2xt, and x we can determine output from 1 by 2 yt. Okay, here is yt. And third is causality. A system is said to be causal if its output at any time depends only on the value of input at the present time and in past time. An example of the causality is the motion of taxi or a car is causal since it doesn't anticipate the future action of driver. Means causality का example क्या है? This one is also causality example, and this is also causal system example. This one is also causal system example. This is also causal system example. It's only depend the previous and past and present value, and it's also depend on present value. So yes, we can from these two point we can say that all memoryless system is a causal system. Okay, now we can see all memoryless system are causal system, and when one statement we can conclude that output is independent of future value of input. In this example we can see that if we put the x is equal to 0, here is x0 and here is x1, so its y and output depend on the future value of input, so it is not causal. And this is also not causal example because you put the t equal to 0, then our output yt depends of the future value of x. Okay, so this system is non-causal. And fourth property is time invariant. A system is said to be time invariant if a time shift in the input signal causes a time shift in output signal. And another definition is input output character does not change with the time shift. Okay, and we can understood with this diagram. Mm, We can understand with this diagram when we delay the system, when delay the output signal, it is yt minus t naught, and we delay the signal, or we can say that we delay the system. This is y dash is equal to yt minus, both are equal. If both are equal, then system is टाइम इनवेरिएंट. कहने का मतलब क्या है, सिस्टम का जो आउटपुट है वो टाइम के साथ चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए, इट शुड बी सेम. ओके, वी कैन सी एग्जांपल वाई एन इक्वल टू एन एक्स एन. तो अपन सिस्टम इनपुट में डिले करेंगे, तो इनपुट में डिले करेंगे तो इक्वेशन क्या आएगा, एन एक्स एन माइनस एन नोट. ओके, एंड अपन अब आउटपुट में डिले करेंगे तो सिस्टम में इनपुट में डिले करेंगे तो इक्वेशन क्या आएगा ये, एंड आउटपुट में डिले करेंगे तो इक्वेशन क्या आएगा, दिस वन. तो बोथ इक्वेशन आर नॉट इक्वल. वी कैन से दैट द सिस्टम इज टाइम वेरिएंट, एंड वी कैन प्रूव फ्रॉम with the basic definition of time invariant system. We took the two signal x1 and x2, and we can do the same time shifting in the signal x2 n equal to x1 n minus n naught. So y1 equal to x n n1 n1, and y2 equal to n x2 n. So we can write x2 n equal to n x1 n minus n naught, and if we do the time we shift the output of yt, then y1 equal to n n naught n minus n naught x1 n 1, which is not equal to y2. Okay, so this system is time variant. Fifth property is linearity. A system is said to be linear if the system follows these two property: adaptive rules and homogeneity. For adaptive, this superposition theorem is always considered. Okay, for linearity, or we can say that for additive rule, the superposition theorem will be applied. So x1 plus x2 is always we use the output y1 plus y2, and ax1 is always a y1 for linearity. And for we can prove, and we should remember one thing: if the when the input is 0, output should be 0. There should be no offset for output. Okay, we take an example to prove this. So here is example: y2 equal to 5 xt plus 3, x1 y1 equal to 5 x1 plus 3, and y2 equal to y2 equal to 5 x2 plus 3. Then xt equal to the superposition of 2, and we apply the both the property additive and homogeneity. Ax1 plus bx2 equal to y2 equal to 5. The main operation is here, xt is here. Xt will be ax1 t plus bx2 t plus 3. So 5ax1 t plus 5bx2 t plus 3. So this is not equal to ax1 plus bx2. Okay, we can say this is not equal to ay1 plus by1. So this system is not linear. And second example is yn equal to alpha to the power minus n and xn. So we took the y, first input is x1 and another is x2, and yn equal to alpha minus n xn in y2 equal to x alpha minus n x2 n. Then we apply the xn equal to a x1 plus b x2. This input is applied to the system. So system is only xn. So alpha minus n xn की जगह लिखेंगे a x n plus bx2 and a we can this is multiplied with this one and this one. Finally we get this equation. This is equal to the y1. Here is written that this is equal to y1 and this is equal to y2. So we can say that a y1 n plus b y1 and 2. So it is linear. Okay. Take another example. First example is given y2 is equal to xt plus 2. This is non-linear because at t equal input when input is 0, it is gives the output 2. So xt equal xt is 0, y2 is 2. So this system is non-linear. This is also non-linear because xt is when we put xt 0, yt becomes 1. So this is non-linear and this is also. Third is y2 equal to x1 10t. Okay, so put y x1t, x2 is y2 is x2 10t. This is y1 equal to x1 10t and y2 is equal to x2 10t. So y equal to x equal to ax1 plus bx1. This is applied to the system and the system is ax1 10t plus bx2 10t and this is equal to ax1 plus by2. So this is linear. And another example is y2 10xt. So y1 equal to 10x1t and y2 equal to 10x2t and the main system is xt equal to ax1 plus bx2 is goes to y1 and yn equal to 10. This the whole input is given to the xt. Replace the xt. So 10 ax1 plus bx2t gives the a t1xt plus b 10x2, which is not equal to the ay1 plus by1. So this is non-linear. Basically these two examples we can understand the linearity property, how it is work. In my previous video we discussed about the fundamental period. Please solve this example also, you will understand the better. If you have any problem related to the questions, you can ask me in comment box and please try to solve this equation. You have to tell me why it is non-periodic. Okay, this is already discussed in my previous video. This is also discussed. You have to tell me why it is non-periodic. And next is stability. For stability calculation, we consider one statement: bounded input should be gives the output. Bounded input gives the output. Bounded output. So for bounded input, we should get output bounded output. First example is let's check. Let's discuss with some example. Y2 is equal to xt plus 2. When we took the some value of xt, y2 gives also the value. So this is bounded input. We get the bounded output. Next example is y2 equal to txt. When xt we took 3, this is gives to 3. So after time infinity, we get the value of infinity. So this is unstable system. And another third example is sin t dot xt. This is bounded because sin t is bounded in region plus minus 1. This is stable. This is also stable. This is unstable. We already discussed about the why it is unstable because it is discontinuous. Another question is checking the system is whether memoryless, time invariant, linear, causal and stable. So first example is given y2 is equal to xt minus 2 plus x2 minus t. It is dynamic because when we put the t equal to 0, it is x minus 2. It has the past value. Output depend on the past value of input signal. So it is dynamic, and for time invariant, it is time invariant because we delay the signal. The output is not equal to the delay the output signal. So it is time invariant, and another is it is linear, and it is not causal because when we put t equal to 0, it depend on the future value of input. So it is not causal or it is stable. Please try to solve this question for your own. Next question is given y2 equal to cos 3t into xt. So y1 is equal to cos 3t and y2 is equal to cos 3t cos into x2t. So ax1 plus bx2 equal to x3t gives the output y3. So cos 3t dot xt, and for in place of x3 we put ax1 plus bx2. It is equal to ay1 plus by2. So y3 is equal to ay1 plus by2. So this is linear. For time invariant, we can see directly when we delay the input signal, the output we get cos 3t. When we delay the input signal t minus t naught, we get the output cos 3t x1 t minus t naught. And we delay the system, and we delay, or can say that we can delay the output t minus t naught, we get cos 3t t minus t naught x1 t minus t naught. So both equations are not equal. So we can say that this is time variant, and this system is also stable because the output function is bounded. It is value in plus minus 2 plus minus 1, in between plus minus 1. System is memoryless because output at time depends on the input of the time t. This system is casual. And next question is given. You have to determine whether system is memoryless, time invariant, linear, and casual and stable. Please try to solve your own. Answer is given. If you face any difficulty or if you face any problem, you can ask me in comment box. I will surely reply. And next question is given. This one. This is also you have to solve. yn equal to 3n xn plus un. This is nonlinear, time invariant. And second example is given yn equal to sigma summation of xk k equal to 0 to n. So this is linear and time variant. And third is k summation of kn minus 1 to n plus 1 summation of xk. So this is linear and time linear. So these both questions are the very interesting question. You have to find out why it is time variant and why it is time invariant. And next is graphic representation of mathematical equation. So first example is given. So first example को हम डायरेक्टली कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं रैम फंक्शन में. तो दिस इज 2rt minus 2rt minus 1 because here it is n 2rt minus 1 and again is minus 2. Here is ut again 2ut minus 1. ut का क्यों आया? इस लाइन की वजह से. ओके, इस लाइन की वजह से. तो 2rt minus t1 minus 2ut minus t1, and you have to we will convert it into the step function. So you can write rem function into unity step function. So 2t ut minus 2 t minus 1 ut minus 1 minus 2 ut minus 1. So finally you get 2t ut minus 1. We can directly return this equation from this graph. So this is the equation of line. Slope is 2. So 2t minus 2t, it is for ramp function, linear line, 2t minus ut, and this is and at t equal to 1. So ut minus 1. And you have to find unit step function of for this one. Here is ut. Okay, please remember this one. At the last 16 ut. Here is ut. So you have to convert it in all the into the step function form. Thank you guys. Bye. See you.